All right, we're back, and on this video we're going to talk about the close. And what can you say? There's basically two closes. Everybody that has been involved in sales and marketing for any length of time understands that there's the hard close and there's the soft close. I happen to be one of those people that I like to let my personality and let the product do the selling, and either they get it or they don't, and I'm a soft closer. 90% of my sales have been people asking me, they've been closing on me. Okay, I like this. What's the next step? What do I need to do? Now I can close, and this is not really even a close. This is basically just telling people what's the next step. So when somebody says to me, Dan, what's the next step? I already know I've done my closing. The job is the product is sold them on it, and all they have to do is just tell them what to do. And so I need a check for $349. You can make that out to local community blast, or you can make it out to XYZ Marketing Company. And but we also need to sit just 5 minutes, and we just need to map out your ad, what you want in it, and I'll make some notes here, and I'll get back to the office. I'll have one of our graphics people put together an ad for you. We'll have that emailed to you tomorrow. And I've never, to this day, ever had somebody balk at me and say, well, should I give you a check, or I don't trust you, or can I do half down or half later? You're going to run into that, and if it does, great, just deal with it. In most cases, if somebody said to me, can I give half down and half unproved, I'd say fine, go with it. I mean, you want to gain their trust. There are people out there that are not very trusting. They've been burned. And let's face it, there's a lot of companies out there. Fortunately, we do not have to compete with them. But they've been here, they've burned people, and then they've left town without ever seeing. I can't tell you how many times that I have run into somebody that have said, you know what, I trust you, I love your product, I can see what you're doing. You know what, we've been burned on this before by another company because they came in, sold us, gave them a check, and then they left town. We never got an ad out of them. And that happens. That's a repeat story out there, and it's unfortunate. But the good news is we don't have to compete with them either. They're gone. So those are things that you're going to encompass when you're closing. My close is like this. I happen to be, like I said, a soft closer, and the easiest thing to do is just say, what do you think? Do you want to at least give this a try? And the one thing I can tell you, Dave, is that regardless of what your offer is and whether you have people running in the door on Saturday morning because they saw your ad, we don't have any control over that. But I can guarantee you one thing, that tomorrow when this hits the mailboxes, 5,000 people are going to see your ad. And as you can see, it's evident. So it's either that, or I could find another lighting company or another automotive company that would want this. But keep in mind, we're offering you exclusivity right now. So do you want to try this, or what are you thinking? So, don't be afraid to ask somebody, what are you thinking? What do you think of this? What's your opinion on this? And so those are all closing questions, and I'm sure that if you went on the internet and you did a little bit of research on how to close, there's a million ways to close on people. But I will tell you this, it's not hard, and people will generally get it, and they will ask you what's the next step. So all you have to do is your job. Let the product do the selling for you. Just get excited about the product. I'll tell you what, this is $1 million in the bank. If you can agree with me, this is an awesome product, and that you can be happy and enthusiastic about it, and you're excited to tell people about it. Do you know what? Enthusiasm sells. So when you're talking about closing, let your enthusiasm do the selling and let your enthusiasm do the closing, and I guarantee you, you're going to get a lot of orders. Now, I will also tell you this, and this is the truth, and you may have even been there, that when it comes to closing, if you're out selling a product and you really don't believe in it, do you know what? You're not going to make sales. It's not going to happen because people can read you. They can pick up, I don't think this person's really sold on their own product. I'm not sure I'm going to buy it, if they're not excited about it. That is a truth. And I've had many people come in and try and sell me. Do you know that I've had people sell me all my entire life? And I will buy if they're enthusiastic. I don't know why, that's my personality. But I will tell you this, is that if I can pick up that they're just there to get a check, forget it. I'm not interested in buying. So if people can read from you that you're desperate and that you are trying to get a check and trying to make a sale, forget it. It's not going to happen. You're going to get a lot of closed doors on you. But the secret to selling is enthusiasm. And so if you're happy and you're excited and your belief system in our product is that this is something that every business should use, and I'm excited about it, and that I'm glad to be part of this company, and that we're out, I'll tell you what, enthusiasm attracts people. You're going to draw people in, and you will make a lot of sales. And that is the nature of closing. So once again, let your enthusiasm do the selling, let the product do the selling, have a positive attitude, have fun, laugh, joke with the customer, and you'll get a lot of orders. That is and you're going to have people say, well, look, you know what, the time is running out here, Bob, but I'll tell you what, this sounds really good. What's your deadline? What are you working at? Hey, you just closed. That's a closing signal. Well, we're trying to wrap this up in the next couple of weeks. I've got about 4 slots to fill. By the way, here's a great close. Who do you know, just like you, that might want to join us on this card? Do you have anybody else that's in this market area that I could talk to that would be interested in joining us on this card? Because I'd like to get this thing wrapped up so we can get it in the mail in the next couple of weeks. Who do you know around here that would also be interested in going on the card with us? And you know what? I have used that, and it works like a charm. If you want to fill up a card real quick, all you need is that first nugget, and then ask them for more leads. Ask them who else wants to go on the card. So I hope this helps. But again, as you can see, that's my personality. I'm a soft closer. I'm not a hard closer. I'm really discouraging of hard closing, but you might be really good at this, and you might be able to really hammer down on people. And if you can, awesome. All the power to you. But for me, it's just a lot easier to just make the calls, have fun, get in there and talk to people, and just smile and be enthusiastic and let the product do the work. So hope this helps you.